were down to like the last 2 weeks. And I'd been in Sudan, and some people there offered to give me some land, and I said, no, I don't want the land. I'd been in Kenya, and there were people there that offered to give me the land, and I said, no, I don't want land. And we were down to the last 2 weeks in Kenya, and all of a sudden, this overwhelming desire to buy land came over me. And I thought, I don't have a purpose for land. I don't have the money to buy the land. I don't have a need. But this was just a driving force to buy this land, and so I felt it was probably God. And I told the pastor that I trust completely, and we were going to be preaching for 2 days. 2 days in his home village. He said, let me check around and I'll see if there's any land. And he came back, he said, yes, there's a piece of land. In fact, it's almost sold. There was an Arab gentleman that wanted to buy this piece of land, a little less than 3 acres. He had $20,000. The owner was going to sell it to him, and then I came into the picture. And when they told me, I said, I don't have $20,000. I can tell you that for sure. And so he sold it to us. Now, the Arab gentleman had money in his hand, was ready to buy the land, $20,000. But the man sold it to us for $7,000. Now, that's a pretty good indication that God was probably in it. On top of which, we typically spend every dime we've got when we're on a mission trip. My biggest concern the last 2 days is if I'm going to have enough money for gas to get back to the airport. I've got a ticket that will fly me home, but I may not be able to get to the airport because we're so broke. And we were almost at that case. So we talked with the man, and he said, well, I'll give you a week after you get back to raise the money and send it to me. Nothing down. I couldn't put $100 down. And we agreed on that, and we ended up buying the land. And then we had to wait. There was a sugarcane crop growing on the land, so we couldn't do anything until that was harvested. And God started working on me and giving me an idea of what to do with it. So when the sugar cane was harvested, I went out, we developed what the land was going to be initially and still is used for is in Africa. And those of you that have been there know this. But pastors travel much like the apostles did in the Bible. They might be able to take a taxi or something, but they carry just one little small bag. They walk a lot of times. If they can get a boda, that's a motorcycle ride, that's fine. But they never know if they've got to go several days. They don't know where they're going to stop, what they're going to eat, that kind of thing. And I thought, we should buy this land, or we bought the land already. We should use this. We're on a main road that runs from Kenya. I think it runs all the way across Kenya. It runs all the way across Uganda and into Congo. The main road. We'll buy this and we'll build a facility, and when pastors are traveling, they can stop there. They can have a time of rest. We'll raise some chickens and have different crops and everything, and they'll be able to rest and have a time of prayer. And Won't cost them anything, and they'll be on their way.